Alrighty. Um, how are you all? Today we're talking about Harry and the biggest lie that he told in that BBC interview. Firstly, he's an idiot for going on camera. That he learned nothing from his uncle Andrew. And has he learned nothing from that Oprah Winfrey debacle? Anyway, he just wants to prove that he's right, is my view. But the biggest lie that he told, in my view, was the impression that he has given in that interview that security has been withdrawn from him. It's been withheld. It's been denied. And people are putting him in danger, deliberately putting him in danger because they want history to repeat itself. But we all know, as watchers of the royal saga and the formerly royal saga, we all know that his security has not been withdrawn. It is not withheld. All he has to do is tell him he's coming. There's no way that the Ravik would say no to providing security if he brings his children. So what is he playing at? Mildew Fairy. He's playing dirty. Mildew Fairy. Yep, he's playing dirty. Saying, if something happens to the king's grandchildren, whose fault will it be? Making it sound like it will be the king's fault. And look at that. He's got the ghost of his mother whispering in his ear, and he's got Meghan on the other side whispering in his ear. He's just, this guy is not thinking clearly. But why lie and say that people have withdrawn or withheld his security? Because that is not the case at all. He will, and always has received security when he has come to England or gone to England. Because my daddy didn't give me what I wanted. This is the spoilt brat. The candy cane angel, but in reverse. Daddy withheld something from me. Look, he wouldn't let me have what I wanted. It's all Daddy's fault. Daddy's been mean to me. Good grief. Good grief. And I guess it's not as spectacular or catastrophic if he says, oh yes, I can get security anytime I want. I just have to ask for it. And look at that. That's my card for Meghan, the Violet Duchess. Her beauty is fading. She's aging. And that reminds me of that dress she wore when the moon bump, the alleged moon bump, famously fell to her knees, the purple and red dress. Tell us more, cards. What's happening here? Yeah, Clockwork Pumpkin. It's all orchestrated behind the scenes by Meghan. Yep, the lady. It's the lady with the cracked egg there. Yep. Absolutely. And yes, don't at me. I know about the story of Hieronymus Bosch. I read the cards how they present energetically to me, not how it, not literally. So there you go. Okay, tell us more. Why this big lie? Eclipse Mermaid. Eclipse. Trying to hide the truth that firstly, he's treated differently because he behaved differently than anybody else. And in fact, I loved how the judge said in that decision, or the summary of the decision, it was quite a foreseeable consequence of the changed circumstance, or basically of Harry's own choice to leave the royal family. It was a foreseeable consequence for him deciding to go and live overseas that the security arrangements would change. The witch seer. Look at those eyes. Yeah. He is paranoid, and I think that the witch we won't say who the witch is, but I think that the witch is making him more and more paranoid. The Absinthe Fairy. Yeah, that's all about substances. Substances are not helping his state of mind. Yeah, that's his wife with her fading beauty. Why would Harry say... Okay, let's read on this. Does Harry really believe people in the palace want to kill him? Because that's basically what he said. He said they've withdrawn my security. They've given a signal to governments around the world not to give me security, and they want history to repeat itself. So he pretty literally said somebody in the palace wants to kill me. That's pretty much what he said. Ghost of the pumpkin patch. Yeah. He believes, and he's been encouraged in this delusion that somehow the palace had something to do with his mother's passing. And we know that she came across as paranoid, but of course that horrible Martin Bashir fed that paranoia. And he proved to her through fake documents, and she was just so vulnerable that she believed it. And I wonder if Harry is in that same fragile mental state of mind, and he believes whatever other people are putting forward or suggesting to him. Mend a broken-hearted fairy. Yeah, does come back to his mother, his stunted growth, his delusion, his really real heartbreak. And I don't think he's famously said that he's been in therapy for so many years. I don't think those therapists have helped him, really. When you go to a grief therapist, they're supposed to help you move through and past the grief and see the good in life. Oh, and look at this. There's poor Harry in the middle, and there's the ghost of his mother, and there's the plague mask of somebody in his life now. And there he is, stuck in the middle. And it's just going down, 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 making him worse, making his mental state worse. So as much as we can shake our heads and say he's an idiot, there really is, from these cards, a real element of mental health. Time for change, to learn something new, advance technology. I've never seen this card before, even though I've been using this deck for years and years. Time for a change. I'm getting from this is that he is never going to get mentally better while it serves someone in his life to keep him in this mental prison, this delusional state. But I think that even she is now annoyed about the outcome of the cases and how much the court case is costing. We'll read a couple more and then I'll let you go. What do you think? Do you think, why would he say such a thing? Why would he say such a thing? And is it a cry for help? And look at that, the angel of time. The angel of time. Time for change, the angel of time. I think time is against Meghan. See how she's gone from the dark hair to the grey hair? I think that she's, I don't know if Harry's starting to see through her, but he's just, oh, look at that, dried flower fairy. She's drying up. Her charm, her allure is fading. Even though she's still got him, holding him in a mental prison, I'm getting almost. See those bars there? It's coming to an end. Violet Angel. He sees her. He's always seen her as a pure angel, and he's believed every single word out of her mouth. But now, I don't know. He's starting to doubt. He's starting to doubt her, or starting to doubt himself. And this again, for me, is a mental illness kind of card. Yeah, just feel sorry for the guy from this reading. Although I don't feel sorry for him in the sense of what he's done to his family. That he really needs to be held accountable for. Let's pull a couple from another deck and see if that gives us... Okay, we'll do this Shadow Work Oracle. What is going on in Harry's mind? What is going on in Harry's mind? Do we even want to know? Why would he say such crazy things? I think it's because he's just mentally unstable. It's an illusion. He's believing the illusion. Trauma. It's come out of trauma. Oof. This man needs help. But of course, as an adult, you can't make him seek help. Shame. He's ashamed of something in his past. He's ashamed. I think he might be ashamed of how far Meghan has led him astray. But, he's so deep in the hole now, he can't admit that he was wrong. Guilt. Oh, it comes back to him feeling guilty that he didn't speak to his mother on that last call she made to him. And he said, oh, he's too busy or whatever. And then by the next day she was dead. That is That is really what wrecks him. Envy. Envy. Turn green eyes into a force for self-improvement and inspiration. Envy. She's played on his envy for his brother. Yeah, she's controlling him. He's definitely got depression. He doesn't trust the royal family. He's insecure. And he feels as though he's been betrayed. And unfortunately, he's decided to depend on the one person who is not dependable. Very sad, very sad. But he's an adult person making adult decisions that affect so many people. So as much as I'm concerned by this, that he really is suffering from a terrible mental illness, he still needs to grow up. And if he needs help, he needs to ask for it. Anyway, my lovelies, what do you think? Sending you love now and always, and may the angels walk with you now and always.